You also got to look at it from the perspective of someone who doesn't play an instrument.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people who don't play an instrument, they don't give a shit that I can shred 64th notes,
Yeah.
blah, 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 right? Nobody gives a shit. But they are going to care when they can come to the show and feel like a really good party went off.
Right.
And I think ultimately it's, are you turning your shows into a party that someone said, damn, that ripped, like that was such a good time, that was awesome. I went to a show the other night where it was just like, sure, the band was good, but everyone was standing there like this. I don't want to go do that again.
You mentioned Meshuggah. That's another band who their audience, there's a lot of guitar players in there, but there's also a lot of people who aren't musicians. And the reason I think for that is you can still groove to that music, even though it's freaking difficult to play. But also, that might be the best live show I've ever seen.
You bring up a really, really good point too there. Great live show. But when you go to a live show, and this is another thing that I see sometimes with local bands that hold them back, is not realizing that when you get told, hey, 30 minutes, it's got to be a 30-minute show.
Yeah.
Have a well thought out set list. We're going from this song to this song. Then we can take a break here. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if the feedback of this, well, that's feeding back.
Yes.
You have a whole thing,
Yes.
and you can orchestrate it in a way that's, all right, well, this is the part where I'm going to break and, yeah, let's go. Every band who's big is going to do that. Some might be more...
I construct every show I do like that.
Yes, and it's so important. Some bigger bands might do that less, which is fine.
Yeah.
And some will do it a lot. There's a lot of bands that press space bar and they're following a click and that's keeping them on the show. But where an audience member who, again, talking about like non-musician audience members, where they notice a difference in something like that, they're not looking at it from the musician side of it.
Right.
Wow, very well rehearsed. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They might look at it and it just feels like it's moving, like it's a show.
You're on like a roller coaster ride.
I mean, Gojira, you got the shirt on. Gojira's masters at that.
Yes.
Masters at that. That's why they went up in their popularity, because I love their music. They don't have big pop hits like Sleep Token does.
Right.
Or even, I'll use Bad Omens as an example, because they're another band that's like, have the songs that people want to hear.
Yeah.
Gojira doesn't have that, but their quality of their performance is so good and so well refined that everybody who goes sees that show goes, you gotta go see that band, because holy shit is it good.
The first time I saw them was when they were on tour with Deftones, when they played Aganis.
I was there.
And again, that just shows you right there. They were able to play Aganis.
Oh,
okay?
dude.
That's an arena. They went in there. That light show was in the screens and everything.
So well put.
When they went to the Cell, when they played the Cell, I was just like...
Yes.
And no, I did not have a seizure, because anyone that's seen Gojira knows what the performance of the Cell is like.
It's
Like,
crazy.
the lights are synced up to the kick drum, and it's just like, what am I seeing? Hopefully that reaffirms your point some more.
Yeah, so like what I've noticed, Gojira, so that song, The Cell you mentioned, I remember what they would do is there's a lightning bolt sample.
That's right.
Then they play. Then there's a break in the middle where he talks to the crowd, he hypes up the crowd, and then they have the big outro, and then they'll lead into the next one. All that is rehearsed to do that.
Oh, yes.
So, doing things like that, there should never be a point where you say to yourself, oh, we'll do that when we're ready. Nah, man, like, the songs can be tight, but your show's gotta be tight too. Like, regardless of whether there's two people, because then that's what gets those two people to talk about you more.
Yeah.
And it makes you stand out as a professional rather than just, we're hanging out.